The MindsEye creator has evidence that it was being finagled against. Sabotage. We're going to talk about that. Is he correct or is he not?
How do we know?
That's true. We don't know yet. We're going to find out right now. We're going to delve deep into the evidence and figure out, not really. We're just going to see what this guy has. Okay, so MindsEye, also known as MindsEye, because the logo is really stupid.
What is the logo? Is it a swirly
it's a
thing?
Big M. It's like an M. It's like a...
Yeah, it's all right.
It's stupid. It looks stupid. Build a Rocket Boy CEO Mark Gerhard stated the studio is preparing a new mission inside of MindsEye.
Yeah, like a video game mission.
A video game mission inside of MindsEye that will include evidence, I put that in quotation marks, supporting his claims that the game was sabotaged by bad actors.
Yeah, well,
he's making a mission.
I'm really not making fun of it. I think if he has evidence, how awesome that would be if he really did prove to the world in a mission in his own video game.
I do think it's a great way to sell people coming back to your video game to play a mission as part of it.
Yeah, I know. I remember the trailer came out and it was really promising, but then it came out extremely buggy and undercooked. Yeah. Now, if I was to guess, if someone was there sabotaging, they would internally sabotage by showing the creator or the CEO that they got rid of the bugs, but then release it with the bugs that drove the score down. Because the game was a buggy mess when it came out. In order to sabotage it, you have to do something at the 11th hour, right? Some sabotagee person, whatever you call it, saboteur.
Yeah. Good game.
Left it all in on purpose.
Right.
That's the only real evidence that you can show.
Okay, but so he also stated that he realized that the game, when released, was a buggy mess, but he didn't say that that was what he was talking about when it came to that was evidence.
Well, that's the only thing
that's what I don't understand.
Could think of.
I'm
interested.
He's calling it the mission's called Blacklist. Did I say that already?
No.
The mission is going to be called Blacklist, and it will feature, which I don't know why this is the case. It will feature a female playable character and quote using some of the evidence of the sabotage with the community. I don't know.
Say that again.
Okay, so the mission. Blacklist is the name of the mission.
Okay.
It will feature a female playable character.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why. Because in the main part of the game, you're a male character, so I don't know why they changed.
Maybe he's
what's the point of the
saying
change,
that there was a female who was the saboteur?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that could be. Yeah. Okay. That could be. And quote, I'll be sharing some of the evidence of the sabotage with the community. And he did not go into further detail apart from that as far as what the mission will entail.
He's basically
what you'll be doing in the mission.
Putting it in the public first.
Yeah, I guess so. Which is also kind of a.
That's been done before.
I know, but if there is sabotage and you want to share it with you're going to share it with the public, you're just giving the defendants like early access into what we'll be defending against.
Yeah.
So
maybe he has a grand plan. I don't think so.
Me neither.
But it would be really cool if he did.
He also, he previously told, this is the CEO, he previously told Insider Gaming that the studio was planning to use names of people who had committed the alleged sabotage in the new mission. And he said, quote, let's have some fun with it. Yeah. Let's tell the community the story before it even plays out in court. And then this is the funny part at the very end of that. And he said, so, I think this is not us being the victim.
They know this news is hitting right now.
I think that's the exact opposite of what's happening here, is you playing the victim here, sir.
On Steam, this game is half off right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it'd be really cool if this was how he proved to the world that his game actually was sabotaged.
But why do it this way? That's the part I'm like, if you know for a fact.
Because he says, quote, let's have some fun with it.
Okay, but if you know for a fact, you could sue for like a lot of money and probably make all the money back from the failure that this was. And I
don't think that
they had layoffs, 2 rounds of layoffs. You said that they weren't finished with rounds of layoffs as well. So it's like, why not just sue and make that money back?
Because it takes a long time for that to happen. Everything would be burned to ashes by the time
But he's not going to get anything.
Sees it.
But what's he going to get out of just
showing
it to people? I guess I don't understand.
Or fake the whole thing and just use it as PR.
As PR, exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
The other thing is too, he hasn't. So it's it stated he hasn't provided any evidence to any other
Anybody
evidence.
else?
Yeah, any other evidence. It's basically him saying I have this. I'm not using it yet.
Does anybody collaborate or corroborate anything he says?
I was going to mention that former publisher IO Interactive CEO Hakan Abrak, I think he's how you say his name.
That guy.
Hakan, I think is how you say his name. They were the publisher of this game.
I know.
So they were like they wanted it to succeed, obviously, because they would have made money. And he said he didn't believe the claims. So.
Maybe he's telling the truth, maybe not. Either way, it's fun to talk about.
I mean, it is.
This is like the most exciting story in video games. I do know that in the last year, there's been some weird shenanigans going on with game development and game releases and accusations. And there's a big kind of like games coming from the East and games coming from the West and how they're received through media and through us. There's some biases. There's some weird things. There's some Metacritic shenanigans that are going on, and they're review bombing, Steam review. Yeah, I know, but it just seems to be a lot more heightened in the last year.
I think it is interesting. Like, I don't remember a story like this ever happening. Again, it could just be the ramblings of one person, one CEO that's like, hey, this shouldn't have failed. I had so much faith that it wasn't going to fail that when it did fail, something had to have gone wrong. And that, I think, is relatively common as well when it comes to some of this stuff. I mean, I don't necessarily blame the guy. Like, you put a lot of passion behind this. You saw this video game, play out 1,000 times before your face. You're like, this game looks incredible. There's no way that this game is going to fail. And again, the trailers sell it pretty well. Like, this game looks pretty interesting.
Really cool.
But for whatever reason, well, not for whatever reason, apparently the story's not great. It didn't play well at launch, a bunch of different things.
That car is floating, has no grip.
Yeah. And also, like, in the writing and everything was a problem, apparently. I didn't play this game at all. But I've heard it's a lot of fun to play. Like, it's a fun game to just go in and blow stuff up in, which is interesting.
It wasn't.
The graphics are good.
Yeah, the game looks great, just in terms of looks. But, I mean, that's just... There's plenty of games that look great that just don't work out very well,
I don't know.
So I don't know. I want to...
I'm rooting for this guy. I'm rooting for it to be true, I should say.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm rooting... Again, just if he's got the evidence and it's like, okay, there's something there, then I'm like, all right, let's see how this plays out.
That'd be a really cool
but the
way
fact
to
is
show
just,
it.
like, the thing is... He should have done it already. It's been a year since this game came out. Like, you probably have had the evidence for a while now. I don't know what we're waiting for. You know what I mean? Unless he's suing, and if he is suing, then he's probably he's probably held under some sort of. I think he's suing. I read somewhere that they would be seeking investigations in UK and US law, and I don't know what the rules are in terms of floating information out there like that. So who knows? Who knows? MindsEye, it's half off. Go play it. The thing that's really interesting is the playable character. The fact that you're changing the playable character, I think, is interesting because it's you're. I think, from what I understand, you're male the whole game.
I don't know.
So the fact that they're changing it for just this one mission, I think you might be right. There may be like calling out the one or like one specific person.
Yeah, maybe.
This is, which would be funny because what if they had like the animators go in and like recreate her face or everything? They were just guessing what she looked like or trying to remember what she looked like.
Sketch, a police sketch.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a police sketch. Yeah, that'd be good.
I mean, I don't know. If it was true and all of this comes out, how awesome of a story would that be? But
it'd be weird.
Would it make the game fun? I don't think so.
Again, I don't know. How much does it help the game? You know what I mean?
Is he trying to just get a little bit more money for the game, or is the game just impossible to get your money back?
That's what I mean. I think it feels more, just from the outside perspective, with him providing no evidence, it's him just saying this stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like it's an elaborate kind of PR way to get people back into the game. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know if that would get anybody who's played it back in, because I think people who've played it hated it.
Yeah. But think about it. If you're going into, if he releases it and he says, go check out the mission, and people are like, it's actually a really cool mission, and there's a lot of interest, like there's a lot of interesting evidence in here of what has happened, I would go and check it out. It becomes then a detective game where you're like looking at real life real life sabotages through this game.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of the actor. I don't want to say his name, but there was an actor who was going to throw some big names and public producers' names in Hollywood under the bus for doing criminal activity. And he was like, come to my show and I'll announce it. And he had everybody come to his rock band show. And then the power went out when he was about to announce, and he just took the money and ran.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
I can't say his name.
Okay, that's
it's a popular person.
I don't know.
But that happened 4 or 5 years ago, and it was hilarious. This is what it kind of seems like.
But then in that case, so this guy's the rock star or whatever that just took the money and ran.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Maybe well, I guess we'll see. We'll see. When it comes out, because again, I don't think there was a release date for it. I didn't see it anywhere. We'll have to play it, see what happens. See how legitimate his saboteur accusations are. And the Build a Rocket Boy team's accusations are.
Man, don't say that.
It's a bad name
anymore.
It's a terrible name. Hey, how about you build a good case?
This is what he's doing.
That's what we'll call the new studio.
That's what he's doing.
Build a good case, boy.
What if he took your advice and he's like, I am building a case.
I'm building a case. And I'm going to show it to everybody, including the defendants.